I'll start off by saying hey to all my guildmates and hey to all my guildmate leaders. This is going to go over everything we need to know for the upcoming Guild War organization. First, I'd like to explain that our Guild War is going to be divided into 4 sections. We're going to have our middle, top, bot, and mines teams. Each team is going to have their own team leader. Each team leader needs to appoint a couple of vice captains. Those vice captains are going to be people you can depend on to be there, usually a friend, somebody you play with often, just in case you can't be there for the team fight. As suggested by Kaka, our current team setup is myself in the middle with rangers and mages. His team is on the bot side, and he's going to be creating that as well. And I'll go into detail on that a little more in the future. And then we need a top side team. Currently, I'm not entirely sure who that's going to be, but just based off battle rating, Lollipop has been the leader for the Turkish community up until this point, so I figured he would be the best bet for there. Finally, we're going to need a mines team leader. The mines team leader has not yet been decided, but hopefully by the end of all of this we can figure that out. Kaka has been our tactician up until this point. He's been helping decide on how many people go to each team, as well as where teams go in general. As far as organization and bringing everyone together, that's on me. So, to help you guys understand what I need from each team leader and from each member, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the responsibilities and positions available. This is our current top rating for our guild. I have it listed on a Word document that I'll be setting up on the side right here. So you guys can take a look. The problem with this and the problem with creating static teams is that BR rating is very easily subject to change. So rather than setting permanent teams, what I'd like to do is I'd like to set teams with 1 to 5 permanent members, depending on the team size, of course. These permanent members need to be 1, the team captain, as well as 2, who the team captain can depend on to always be in the top 30 BR players from the guild. If you don't know, the reason that we need top BR players is that only 30 players can enter the battlefield, so we're going to be choosing based off your battle rating. Willingness to communicate and take part in our organization and system takes a priority for myself personally when creating my team. That's something that I, as a team leader, want for my team that I'm going to be leading in our guild wars, which is going to be the mages and rangers unless something changes in the future. Wrapping up the first part of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys that our current team numbers, as announced by Kaka, was suggested that we in 2 teams of 5 and 1 team of 20. With that being said, let's go over everything that I've covered so far. Our guild war is divided into 4 sections: middle, top, bot, and mines. Each section is going to have a guild leader. Each guild leader is going to pick 1 to 2 elite vice leaders who they can depend on will be there and stay top BR. The other members of that team will be filled in simply by checking who's online at the time of Guild War and just dragging them into the battle. Everyone else who isn't in the top 30 BR, we need and expect you to take care of mines for us. Our biggest weakness currently was that we don't have enough people over in mines. So giving some focus to mines is going to be a very important job for whoever our mine leader is. Just because you're not in the top 30 BR doesn't mean we don't need you to win. So you got this. For phase 2 of this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to go about the organization of those teams and the importance of using Discord, as well as how to use Discord for all of our members who don't necessarily speak English or haven't used Discord before. First off, as you can see right here, we have our teams all located. This will give us an easy way to access everybody who's involved in each team. Let me go ahead and explain to you guys how Discord works in the simplest way. Right when you enter, you're going to see a whole lot of different channels. Each one of these channels is going to have different kinds of information. Every time a new member joins, you'll see their name here. You can leave us an introduction of who you are using the template. To check the template, just click the pinned messages and it'll take you up to the top. This way you can copy paste age, gender, name and game, class, DM status, relationship, others. Moving on, you have the starboard. This is more so of a fun aspect of the server. If you're curious, you can always message me. I'll show you how to do it myself. Next you have general, just a regular place to chat. Media, feel free to share any of the media you want. As you continue down, there's lots of different small fun stuff you can do on the server. Now that we have the introduction of the server complete, I'm going to talk to you guys real quick about the importance of setting this up. So when you enter, if you head over to the roles section, you can check out the different kind of roles you can pick from. Let's head over here to the class section. So depending on your class as entering Discord, you can click if you're a summoner, if you're an assassin, if you're a cleric, if you're a mage. You simply click the one that applies to you, and once you click it, it'll show up over here at your name. The reason this is important is in the future, if I need to tag summoners for a certain aspect, I can simply come over here and type in @summoner. By grabbing the title, everybody with the summoner will get notified, either to your phone or your computer. A small notification will pop up, and you'll be able to be notified on what's going on. Why is this important? Well, as you continue to head down, of course, you can also choose Spirit Master, Ninja, etc., etc. If you need any sort of translation, either message me or somebody who speaks your language in English as well. Let's head over down to the ping section, and this is going to be one of the most important parts, is that there's a lot of different kind of events that take part in the game, and it's very easy to forget what time each one is. But for example, if you'd like to be notified for world events, you can simply grab the world events tag, and now I have the world event. And then anytime a world event is going on, simply have to type over here world event, @world event, type it in, and if you have the tag, you will be notified. Using this for Guild War is going to be extremely important. As each team compiles their vice leader, giving that person, for example, right here we have victim, giving that person the Ka PvP team role allows us to tag him as well as anybody else prior to the Guild War by however many hours or days to make sure that they'd be able to be there. Doing this, as well as everybody who wants to partake in wars and events in the future, lets us communicate very easily and organized so that there is no confusion during Guild Wars. Once we get everybody integrated onto Discord, during Guild Wars it'd be very easy to jump into a voice chat and have everybody else who's willing to communicate via voice jump in as well. Doing this allows us to, for example, call out the same target, or communicate who needs help, or talk like, hey, let's step back, let's advance, etc., etc. Although we are outnumbered by the current Guild Galaxy, which is the only guild we've struggled to beat so far, I believe that if we use better organizational skills and communication skills, we can easily destroy them. So please take a look at this video, spread it to your friends in the guild, let everybody know, and yeah, let's make it happen, Captain.